Dorothy Johnson Behavioral Theory. Dorothy E. Johnson was one of the greatest nursing theorists. She is known for the development of the behavioral systems model. Her theory of nursing defines nursing as an external regulatory force which acts to preserve the organization and integration of the patient's behaviors at an optimum level under those conditions in which the behavior constitutes a threat to the physical or social health or in which illness is found. Early history. Dorothy Johnson was born August 21st, 1919, in Savannah, Georgia. She was the youngest of 7 children born to Charles Leroy Johnson and Anna Bryce Johnson. Her father was the superintendent of a shrimp and oyster factory, while her mother was incredibly involved and she enjoyed instilling the love of reading to her children. In 1938, Dorothy finished her associate's degree at Armstrong Junior College in Georgia. But due to the Great Depression, she left to become a governess for 2 small children in Miami, Florida. This is when she developed a love for children, nursing, and education. As a lifelong learner, Dorothy continued her education post-Great Depression. In 1938, she graduated from Armstrong Junior College in Savannah, Georgia. Then, in 1942, she graduated from Vanderbilt University's School of Nursing in Nashville, Tennessee. Pictured on this slide, she's top row, second from the left. Finally, in 1948, she graduated from Harvard University with a master's in public health. When she graduated in 1942 from Vanderbilt, she received the Vanderbilt Founders Medal. Dorothy had a profound impact on nursing and nursing theory and practice. Her professional experience began as a staff nurse in Chatham Savannah Health Council. This was only from 1943 to 1944. She was mostly an instructor and assistant professor in pediatric nursing at the Vanderbilt University School of Nursing. And then, in 1949, until her retirement in 1978, she was a professor of pediatric nursing and an associate professor of nursing and a nursing professor at the University of California, Los Angeles. She took a period of sabbatical in 1955 to 1956. At this point, Johnson was a pediatric nursing advisor at the Christian Medical College of Nursing in Vellore, South India. During this period of 1965 to 1967, she served as chairperson of the California Nurses Association. This committee developed a position statement on specifics needed for a nurse to become a clinical specialist. A lifetime of nursing achievement. Dorothy was the recipient of many awards over her lifetime. The most foundational award that she won was early on as she entered the nursing profession. In 1942, she received the Vanderbilt Founders Medal as a new nursing student. In 1975, she received a faculty award from graduate students who voted for her. In 1977, Lulu Hassenplug Distinguished Achievement Award from the California Nurses Association was awarded. In 1981, Vanderbilt University's School of Nursing Award for Excellence in Nursing was given to her for a lifetime achievement. Attached, you'll find a link for the history of Dorothy Johnson in interview. This chronicles her early life as well as her procession through her education and in developing theories. In life, Dorothy found retirement a time to seek out and accumulate seashells from around the world. The variations in form and color fascinated her. She knew that the structure and function were unique to how the organism worked within its environment. This led her to snorkel the world and to move to Key Largo, Florida. Of all her achievements, she stated her greatest was the satisfaction of watching her students become successful in their practice. Dorothy passed away in February 1999.
Dorothy Johnson affirmed that her theory was inspired by Florence Nightingale's work, which emphasized the importance of disease prevention and the recovery processes of ill individuals. Johnson argued that nurses should view patients beyond their medical conditions. Dorothy Johnson's behavioral system model is grounded in behavioral sciences, including psychology, sociology, and ethnology. Johnson incorporated several theories into her work, including Seeley's theory on stress, Granger's theory of human behavior, and the system theories proposed by Buckley and Chen. Johnson's theory highlights the importance of considering a patient's behavioral and biological factors in the nursing process. It proposes that a patient's behavior can significantly influence their health and their journey to recovery. Nurses play a crucial role in protecting the welfare of patients by delivering effective and efficient care that promotes their overall well-being. Johnson's theory enhances patient care by encouraging nurses to adopt a holistic approach, leading to better health outcomes.
Dorothy Johnson's behavioral system model is a nursing theory that emphasizes the value of structured behavioral patterns in people and the nurse's role in assisting in the maintenance of these systems. Johnson's theory, which was developed in the 1960s, sees people as behavioral systems composed of linked subsystems. Each of these have a distinctive purpose to overall stability and function. Achievement, affiliative, aggressive/protection, dependent, elimination, indicative, and sexual are the 7 fundamental behavioral subsystems that she identified. The desire for achievement, social relationships, protective self-defense, reliance, and satisfaction of physiological requirements are all subsystems that correlate to basic human impulses. Together, these subsystems maintain behavioral stability, which Johnson linked to well health. According to Johnson's model, a disturbance in one subsystem may lead to an imbalance in others, which may result in malbehavior and even disease. This model places a strong emphasis on treating patients holistically, attending to their physiological, social, and psychological requirements. Therefore, it is the nurse's responsibility to check for any disturbances in these subsystems and help patients regain equilibrium and develop a health-promoting adaptive response. Meta-paradigm concepts, nursing and health. According to Johnson's approach, nursing is a profession that helps people achieve their best health by bringing their behavioral systems back into balance. Johnson highlights that nurses serve as a facilitator and educator who supports behavioral subsystem disturbances in patients and steps in to encourage adaptive responses. In order to peacefully assist patients in navigating their health issues, nurses are seen as essential agents in evaluating and attending to both psychological and physiological requirements.
Through specialized therapies that encourage adaptive behaviors across 7 subsystems, the goal is to assist patients in achieving stability and well-being. Johnson characterizes health as a condition of stability and balance in a person's behavioral processes. A person's ability to keep their subsystems in balance is what defines their health, not just in the absence of illness. According to Johnson, people are in optimal health when they are able to modify their behaviors to satisfy their requirements across all subsystems, including physiological needs, affiliation, and achievement. By emphasizing the dynamic link between behavior and health, this viewpoint moves to focus more managing disease to fostering well-being. Meta-paradigms, patient, and environment. According to Johnson's concept, the patient is an integrated behavioral system made up of 7 subsystems that all work together to promote the person's general well-being. Johnson highlights that patients actively participate in their health and maintain health depending on habits and their reaction to stresses. The concept acknowledges that every patient is different and that their circumstances and experiences can affect how they behave. Nurses can more effectively customize interventions that take into account each patient's unique needs and problems by concentrating on the patient as a whole. The external circumstances and elements that might affect a patient's behavior or general health are included in Johnson's model of the environment. This encompasses the physical environment, cultural factors, and social support networks that might affect how people engage in their subsystems. Johnson emphasizes how critical it is to comprehend these contextual factors as they either help or impede the patient's capacity to attain equilibrium. A patient's capacity to demonstrate adaptive behaviors may be strengthened in a supportive social setting, whereas maladaptive reactions can worsen in a stressful or isolating one. Overall, the behavioral system model developed by Dorothy Johnson offers a thorough framework that links the meta-paradigm of nursing, health, patient, and environment. This model proves a comprehensive approach to nursing care that places a high priority on attaining stability and well-being by concentrating on the interactions between behavior and health within the framework of each patient's particular circumstances. By combining these ideas, nurses are encouraged to think about the complex aspects of patient care and stresses with significant addressing both individual behavior and the large environment context. Several concepts and sub-theories in nursing can be used to improve and expand upon Dorothy Johnson's behavioral system theory. These ideas frequently feature in common with Johnson's paradigm, including the emphasis on behavior, adaptivity, and comprehensive treatment. Roy's model on adaptation. Callista Roy created an adaptation model which examines how people adjust to environmental changes using 4 adaptive models: independence, role function, self-concept, and physiology. Johnson's model is enhanced by this model, which places more emphasis on behavioral reactions and adaptivity. Orum's self-care theory. This theory, developed by Dorothy Orman, emphasizes the significance of self-care in maintaining one's health. Its 3 interconnected theories, self-care, self-care deficit, and nursing systems, aligns with Johnson's emphasis on how personal actions affect one's health. Betty Newman's system model emphasizes the negative effects of stress on health by viewing people as open systems that interact with their surroundings. Johnson's emphasizes on behavioral systems and that significance of environmental influences is consistent with this approach as well. Parse's human belonging theory. This theory resonates with Johnson's holistic approach because it stresses the process of becoming rather than merely health results and concentrating on how each individual perceives their experience. Pender's health promotion model. Johnson's perspective on the significance of individual actions for maintaining health balance is consistent with Nola Pender's health promotion model, which highlights the unique trait and experience that influences health promoting activities. Family systems theory. This theory emphasizes the interconnectedness in how family dynamics affect health habits, arguing that some people cannot be completely understood in isolation from their family systems. Dorothy Johnson's behavioral system model and its associated ideas and subtheories offer a thorough framework for comprehending how behavioral health and environment are intertwined by encouraging a comprehensive approach to patient care, including these noted improved nursing practices.
Usefulness of the Dorothy Johnson's theory. Numerous studies have been conducted to evaluate the usefulness of Dorothy Johnson's behavioral system model in nursing practice, training, and research. Ganbari and Muhammad investigated the effect of Johnson's model on the care of patients with heart failure. A care plan based on Johnson's model was implemented and patients' negative behaviors were decreased. Also, Evgen and Byers conducted an experimental study using drama training based on the Johnson's model to determine its effect on adolescent bullying. It was found out that Johnson's model can be used in prevention programs to prevent bullying among adolescents. In addition, Meladinaya et al. Reviewed 17 clinical studies from 1980 to 2022, and they found out that Johnson's model has been studied at all ages and can be an effective model in practice. The stability of the theory. Johnson's model has been tested in different studies. For the purpose of this presentation, there was a sample study that we picked. The study was conducted by the researchers Askar and Ovayulu in Turkey. Purpose of the study. The purpose of the study was to evaluate the importance of Dorothy Johnson's behavioral system model in a standardized framework. Sample. The subject of the study was a 59-year-old patient who was followed with coronary artery disease and who had many comorbidities and continued with her negative behaviors. Method. The method used in this study was the nursing process, planned according to Dorothy Johnson's behavioral system model with planning and application of interventions on the needs of each subsystem. In the affiliate subsystem, the nursing process involved creating an environment where the patient's husband and son will be providing support and assistance to the patient, encouraging the patient to talk to her family members in solving the problems of her being upset and stressed out, recommending the patients to do non-tiring chores and to take a slow walk, allowing the patient to express concerns and fear, planning lifestyle changes, practicing breathing and relaxation techniques to solve sleeping problems. In the dependence subsystem, the nursing process involved providing support for household chores, training to take breaks and control breathing to decrease dyspnea while doing chores. In the aggressive subsystem, the nursing process involved encouraging the patient to talk to her husband when she's not comfortable about some situations. Meeting with the patient's husband to discuss the importance of quitting smoking, as smoking is one of the risk factors of chronic diseases. In the ingestive subsystem, the process involved scheduling a meeting with the diabetes specialist, the nutritionist, and the patient to discuss about an appropriate diet. In addition, explaining the importance of blood sugar and blood pressure check was also involved in the ingestive subsystem. In the eliminative subsystem, the nursing process involved the patient's bowel movement checks and encouraging the patient to eat food rich in fiber. The sexual subsystem was not assessed in this study. In the achievement subsystem, the patient was encouraged to get support regarding chores. She was informed of the importance of blood sugar and blood pressure monitoring. The patient's positive behavior of practicing self-care was supported. The stress-related concern that she feels and its relationship with her disease were explained to her. She was also encouraged to freely express her thoughts, and at the end, her concerns were eliminated. Results of the study. In this study, the nursing process planned using Johnson's model provided a framework revealing situations where the nurse's attention was required to help the patient change her behavior in regards to her chronic disease. Parsimony of the theory. Dorothy Johnson's model is parsimonious because Johnson was able to explain a model in a single short chapter in an edited book. Only a few concepts, commonly used terms, are used in the theory. Also, the relationship within the theory are clear. The value of the theory. Multiple studies have shown that Johnson's model was used in nursing practice and research. It has been used in a comprehensive assessment of AIDS patients as a model for nursing practice. Johnson's theory inspired two of her students who later themselves became grand theorists.